Hello dear students, I am Ganga Bhosle, your statistics teacher. Today we are going to learn the next concept, that is regression. Regression means stepping back to the average. Regression analysis is mathematical measure of the average relationship between two or more variables in terms of the original units of the data. In regression analysis, there are two types of variables. There are two definitions of regressions. First one is, regression analysis is a mathematical measure of the average relationship between two or more variables in terms of the original units of the data. This definition is given by M. Blair. And second one is given by Taro Yamne, and he states that one of the most frequently used techniques in economics and business research to find a relation between two or more variables that are related usually is regression analysis. There are two types of regression. First one is simple regression and second is multiple regression. Simple regression. The regression analysis confined to the study of only two variables at a time is called the simple regression. And for multiple regression, the regression analysis for studying more than two variables at a time is known as multiple regression. Now, linear and non-linear regression. If the given bivariate data are plotted on a graph, the points so obtained on this scatter diagram will more or less concentrate around a curve called the curve of regression. That means if the regression curve is a straight line, we say that there is a linear regression. There are some properties of linear regression, and this is important for your objective question. That is, the first one property is the two regression lines of x on y and y on x are always intersect of their midst. Second, the two regressions have the same sign. Then, if r is equal to 0, then regression coefficients are 0. Then, if r is equal to 0, then these lines are perpendicular to each other. That is, if r is equal to 0, then these lines are perpendicular to each other. And next one is, if r is equal to plus or minus 1, that is, the value of r is either plus 1 or minus 1, then the regression lines become identical. Okay. Now, non-linear regression. That is, if the curve of regression is not straight line. If the curve of regression is not straight line, then the regression is termed as curve or non-linear regression. That means, if the curve is a straight line, then there is a linear regression, and when the curve is not straight line, then the curve is non-linear regression. Now, lines of regression. There are two lines of regression. That is, first one is equation of the lines of regression of y on x, and second one is equation of the lines of regression of x on y. Then, equation of the lines of regression of y on x. This is here a is equal to, this one is summation x square dot summation y minus summation xy divided by n into summation x square minus summation x bracket square, and b is equal to n summation xy minus summation x into summation y divided by n into summation x square minus summation x bracket square. Here y minus y bar is equal to b into x minus x bar. Then y minus y bar is equal to, the value of b is covariance of xy divided by sigma x square. This is nothing but our r. R is equal to rxy covariance of xy divided by sigma x into sigma y. From this equation we get covariance of xy is equal to r into here sigma x, that is covariance of xy is equal to r into sigma x into sigma y. Here by printing mistake there is sigma type, but from we know that the formula for covariance of xy is equal to r sigma x into sigma y. Then third value in this equation we get y minus y bar is equal to r into sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square into x minus x bar. Therefore we get y minus y bar is equal to, cancel out the term sigma x from numerator and denominator, we get y minus y bar is equal to r into sigma y divided by sigma x into x minus x bar. And the same equation of the lines of regression of x on y is this one, x minus x bar is equal to x minus x bar is equal to r into sigma y divided by, just a minute, r into sigma y divided by sigma here again it's a printing mistake, therefore here x minus x bar is equal to r into sigma x divided by sigma y into y minus y bar. This is the equation of the lines of regression of x on y. Okay, and now we see coefficient of regression. First we are consider the line of regression of y on x, that is y is equal to a plus bx. Then coefficient of regression of y on x is denoted by byx. Therefore we get y minus y bar is equal to byx, x in x minus x bar. From we know that byx is equal to r into sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square. Therefore cancel out the term sigma x from numerator and denominator, we get byx is equal to r sigma y divided by sigma x. And this is the line of regression of x on y, that is x is equal to a plus by. This is the regression of y on x, that is y is equal to a plus bx. And the coefficient of regression of y on of x on y is byx, that is we get here byx bxy is equal to r into sigma y divided by sigma x. Here again there is a printing mistake. We know the formula for bxy is equal to r sigma x divided by sigma y. Okay. There are some properties of regression coefficient, that is first one is the correlation coefficient is the geometric mean between the regression coefficients. Then that is r square is equal to byx into bxy. From this equation when we get square root on both sides, we get r is equal to under root byx into bxy. This is important formula for our examples. Then second one is if one of the regression coefficient is greater than unity, then the other is less than unity. Third one, arithmetic mean of the regression coefficient is greater than the correlation coefficient. Next, both regression coefficient will have this same sign, either both are positive or both are negative. That is, either both are positive or both are negative. Then the sign of correlation is same as that of regression coefficient. Then relation between correlation coefficient and regression coefficient. As earlier we have seen the formula for r square is equal to b by x into bxy, that is we get r is equal to plus minus under root b by x into bxy. R is equal, okay. Now we see the example. That is example number 8. Survey data of two variables, age and blood pressure of 10 ministers working in cabinet in the state given below. Here in the first row we are given that age, that is x, and in row number 2 there are blood pressure and we denote it by y. 68, 112, 72, 124 up to 49, 85. And here we have to find the first two regression coefficient. That is, here we have to find out for bxy and byx. Then we have to find out two regression equations. That is, y minus y bar is equal to byx x minus x bar, and the equation of line of regression of x on y, that is x minus x bar is equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Then we have to estimate the blood pressure of minister whose age is 65 years and estimate the age of minister whose blood pressure is 145. Now we solve this example. For the solution, we have to construct a table, and in table I am write in column number 1 the value of age, that is x, and the values of respective values of blood pressure, that is y, in column number 2. And for calculating bxy, byx, we have to calculate the value of dx, dy, dx square, dy square and dx into dy, that is x minus x bar into y minus y bar. Now, for this dx is equal to x minus x bar, first we have to calculate the value of x bar, and we know the formula for x bar is equal to summation x divided by n. Summation x, for this we have to calculate first summation x, that is 62 plus 72 plus 98 plus 76 plus 81 plus 56 plus 76 plus 92 plus 88 plus 49, that is summation x. Here the value of summation x is 750. As same, calculate summation y. Here the summation y is equal to 1150. Now we calculate x bar is equal to summation x, the value of summation x is 750 divided by n, that is the value of number of observation. Here the number of observations are 10. When we divide 750 by 10, we get x bar is equal to 75. In the same way, we calculate y bar, that is summation y divided by n, which is equal to the value of summation y is 1150 divided by the value of n is 10. Cancel out 0 from numerator and denominator, we get some y bar is equal to 115. In same, on page number 104, by printing mistake y bar is equal to printed 66, but the actual value of y bar is 115. Okay. Now, in next column we have to calculate the value of dx, that is dx is equal to x minus x bar. The value of first value of x is 62 and value of x bar is 75, that is 62 minus 75 is equal to minus 13. Okay. Here we get, for the value of x is equal to 62, dx is equal to minus 13. Then the value of x is 72. Therefore, we get dx is equal to 72 minus 75 minus 3. Then 98 minus 75 is equal to 23. In this example, the value of dx for x is equal to 72, by printing mistake there is type 3, but 72 minus 75 is equal to, we get minus 3. Next, 76 minus 75 is equal to 1. 81 minus 75, 6. Then 56 minus 75 minus 19. 1, 17, 13 minus 26. Here we calculate summation x minus x bar, which is equal to minus 13 minus 3 plus minus minus 3 plus 23 plus 1 plus 6 plus in bracket minus 19 plus 1 plus 17 plus 13 plus into bracket minus 26 gives the value 0. Here we have to calculate dy is equal to y minus y bar. That is, for the value of 62, dy is equal to, the value of y is 112. Therefore, dy is equal to 112 minus 115, which is equal to minus 3. Therefore, the value of dy is first minus 3. Then for the value of 124, that is y is equal to 124, then we get dy is equal to 124 minus 115. We get here 9. In the same way, calculate all these values. Here 2, 17 minus 19, 5, 21 minus 18 minus 30. In this row, we calculate summation y minus y bar, which is equal to minus 3 plus 9 plus 16 plus 2 plus 17 plus into bracket minus 19 plus 5 plus 21 plus into bracket minus 18 plus into bracket minus 30 gives 0. That is, summation y minus y bar is equal to 0. Then in the next column we have to calculate dx square, that is x minus x bar bracket square. The value of first x minus x bar is minus 13. Minus 13 bracket square is plus 169. Then minus 3 square is 9. 23 square is 529. 1 square is 1. 6 square is 36. Minus 19 square is 361. Then 1 square is 1. 17 square is 289. 13 square is 169 and minus 20 square is plus 676. Here we calculate summation x minus x bar bracket square, that is summation dx square which is equal to summation dx square which is equal to 169 plus 9 plus 529 plus 1 plus 36 plus 361 plus 1 plus 289 plus 169 plus 676 gives 2240. Then in the same way calculate dy square, that is y minus y bar bracket square, that is minus 3 square is 9, 9 square is 81, 16 square is 256, 2 square is 4, 17 square is 289, then minus 19 square is plus 361, 5 square is 25, 21 square is 441, 18 square is minus 18 square is 324 and the value of minus 30 square is 900. Then here we write summation y minus y bar bracket square which is equal to summation dy square is equal to summation of all these values, that is sum is 2690. Here in next column we calculate dx into dy, that is x minus x bar into y minus y bar, minus 13 into minus 3, that is minus minus plus 13 into 3 are 39, then minus 3 into 9 gives minus 27, then 23 into 16 368, then 2 102, 361, 5 357, minus 234 and 780, and summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar is equal to 1753. Okay. Now for this, first we have to calculate the two regression coefficient. The two regression coefficient. Okay. First we find out regression coefficient of y on x, that is byx is equal to summation dx dot dy divided by summation dx square, which is equal to the value of summation dx into dy is 1753 divided by summation dx square, that is 2240. When we divide 1753 by 2240, we get 0.7825. That is byx is equal to, therefore byx is equal to 0.7825. Yx is equal to 0.7825. Then regression coefficient of x on y, that is bxy is equal to summation dx dy divided by summation dy square. The value of summation dx into dy is 1753 divided by the value of summation dy square is 2690. 1753 divided by 2690 is 0.6516. Therefore, bxy is equal to 0.6516. Then in B we have to find out the two regression equations. The two regression equations. Okay. Equation of line. First we find out equation of line of regression, equation of line of regression of y on x, that is y minus y bar is equal to byx x minus x bar. Now y minus, the value of y bar is 115, which is equal to byx, that is here. The value of byx is 0.7825. Write down here, byx is equal to 7825 into x minus, the value of x bar is 75. Okay. Therefore, y minus 115 is equal to 0 into 7825 into x. We get 0.7825 x minus 0.7825 into 75. Therefore, y is equal to, when we put out the value from LHS, that is minus 115 into RHS, we get plus 115. Then here plus 0.7825x minus 0.7825 into 75 is 58.6875, which is equal to 0.7825x plus 115 minus 58.6875 is plus 56.3125. That is y is equal to 0.7825x plus 56.3125 is the equation of line of regression of y on x. In the same way, we calculate equation of line of regression, equation of line of regression of x on y, that is x minus x bar is equal to bxy y minus y bar. Therefore, x minus the value of x bar is 75 is equal to the value of bxy is 0.6516, 0.6516 into y minus y bar. The value of y bar is 115, which is equal to 0.6516 into y minus 0.6516 into 115, which is equal to 0.6516 y minus the value of 0.6516 into 115 is 74.934. Therefore, x minus 75 is equal to therefore x is equal to 0.65165 minus 74.934. Put out the value 75 from LHS to RHS, we get plus 75, which is equal to 0.6516 y minus the value of minus 74.934 plus 75 is plus 0.066, 0.066 plus 0.066. Therefore, x is equal to, this is the equation of line of regression of x on y, that is x is equal to 0.6516 y plus 0.066. Then here we have to estimate the blood pressure of minister whose age is 65 years. That is, for the value of x is equal to 65, we have to calculate the value of y. Here, next estimate the blood pressure of minister, minister whose age is 65 years. Equation y is equal to 0.7825x plus 56.3125. Put out the value x is equal to 65 in this equation, we get y is equal to 0.7825 into 65 plus 56.3125. The value of 0.7825 into 65 plus 56.3125 is 107.175. Therefore, blood pressure of minister whose age is 65 years is 107.175. Then we have to calculate, that is, estimate the age of minister, whose blood pressure is blood pressure is 145. That is, the value of y is equal to 145. Put out the value y is equal to 145 in this equation. That is, x is equal to 0.6516 into 145 plus 0.066, which is equal to 94.548. 94.548. Here in SIM on page number 106 there is a printing mistake. That is, here type minus 0.066, but there is a plus sign, that is plus 0.066, that is, and the value of x is equal to 94.548. Okay. I hope all of you understood regression and regression coefficient, their regression equations, and the example, that is example number 8. Okay. Thank you.